So in this new GTA Online update called the Agents of Sabotage, we now have a new HSW vehicle. This vehicle is called the Bravado Banshee GTS. So because we do have this new HSW vehicle, I really wanted to test this against some of the fastest and best performing HSW vehicles that we currently have. So for example, vehicles like the GTO Stinger TT and the Niobe. Keep in mind, I will just be testing the straight speed of these vehicles on a custom track that I made a while ago. I will not be testing things like the traction, although the traction of this new vehicle is really incredible. It honestly feels like it is not a HSW vehicle. But nevertheless guys, with this long introduction finally out of the way, let's dive into this video. So of course we have to purchase this vehicle and it will cost you just under $2 million. We can also see that we can have the missile lock-on jammer and of course the HSW upgrades. So after purchasing this car, I took it over to the LS Car Meet test track. The HSW performance upgrade will cost $1.9 million. So altogether, to purchase the vehicle itself and then just have the ability to put on the HSW upgrades, it will cost you guys a total of just under $4 million already. And just remember, we still need to customize this whole vehicle, even just apply the HSW upgrades themselves. Now to talk about the vehicle itself and its different customization options, it is pretty basic. With it being a Banshee, you can make it stand out a little bit more than some other vehicles, for example. There's also some really cool liveries that you can put on. Now if you guys are buying this vehicle as well on the next gen consoles, make sure that you go to the turbo section and purchase the fastest one, which will be the HSW Race Plus mode. You guys will not have any problems with this if you fully upgrade your vehicles anyway, but I can see that some people might miss this out potentially. With this vehicle fully upgraded, I can now use this in that stunt race that I made, and we can get a really good idea of just how fast this vehicle is. Now I only think it is right to start with the fastest current HSW vehicle. Now bear in mind, this is the fastest in terms of its top speed, and this is really what this test will show you. Now you can see that the Stinger TT, it really is extremely fast. One of the main problems with these HSW cars is the traction and really how often they skid out. The Stinger TT really does suffer from that problem the most, but of course because we are driving in a straight line, you will not notice this. Another problem with the Stinger TT is it will take a long time for it to pick up its top speed. The acceleration of this vehicle is not the best, and things like the Niobe, for example, will just outclass this in very short distance. But after some time, I eventually got around to finishing and getting to the end of the track. You will see here at the end of the race that I got a time of 54.6 seconds with the Stinger TT. So now we will move over to the Niobe, which is also considered one of the faster HSW cars. Once again, this is exactly the same test with a fully upgraded vehicle. I will not bore you guys with the entire race again. So skipping ahead, you will see the Niobe gets a time of just over 55 seconds. So in the long run, the Stinger TT is still faster, but this is where we really change things up and we go for the new Banshee. Now I'm pretty sure that you guys will be shocked because I can tell you for a fact that I was completely blown away by the time that this vehicle got. So as usual, I just drive in the straight line, get the boost and everything. This vehicle is fully upgraded as well with all of the performance upgrades, just like the other two vehicles. And skipping ahead again, you will see that I completed the race in an insane 52.5 seconds. And just keep in mind, the Stinger TT was by far the fastest, or at least just by a small margin compared to the other two faster HSW cars. And we have just blown this time away with the new car, almost beating it by a good 2 seconds or so. Now this is absolutely insane, and to even test this further, I went with the Hakouchou drag next, which is my go-to time trial vehicle for the most part. I also leaned forward on the Hakouchou drag to get it to its top speed, which I believe is 160 miles per hour. And even doing all of these things, you will see that we only got a time of 54.7 seconds. So it does really look like that the Banshee GTS is the fastest current HSW vehicle now, at least in a straight line. What makes the new Banshee even better than the Stinger TT is of course it looks faster already, but it really just outperforms it with its traction. This Banshee rarely skids out. I mean, you really have to mess up if you skid this vehicle out. You will see when I'm just driving it doing the new business missions, it really is that good. I think think the Banshee just looks so much better than the Stinger TT as well. And just remember guys, the Banshee can also have the missile lock-on jammer. I think the only thing that it falls short on is the armor plating with the Armani tech. But all that you guys really need is the missile lock-on jammer, really. This is by far probably my favorite vehicle so far. Make sure that you guys leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on this one. Are you guys going to get this vehicle or not? Just remember, this is the HSW upgrades, which is only currently available on the next-gen consoles and soon to be PC. I'm not actually sure how good the standard vehicle will perform, but if the HSW version is anything to go off, that will be really good as well. But yeah guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in some way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always appreciate your support, and if you are new here and like what you see, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.